Alright, what I'm going to do today is install my pillar. I'm going to run all my wires. I'm going to run this into the engine bay and this. I'm going to just leave it here. So when I have everything plugged in and the battery plugged in, that would be the final step. I don't have to do just tap into power source. I'll actually have ground already ready, so I'll just have to do the positive. What we're also going to do is remove these here. This one's broken right there. And I have the replacements right here as well. Engine bay looking nice and fresh, super clean. Clean these up. Everything looking nice and clean. I want to flush out my clutch and my brake. I bought this little brake bleeder and vacuum pump kit so I could vacuum everything out of the clutch and fill it back in with new clutch into the reservoir. That way we have that nice and clean, and run and clear the whole clutch line at the bleeder with that. That way we have super clean clutch fluid in the system. Kind of want to do it with the brake system as well. I would have to lift the rear, start from the rear, bring the new fluid all the way to the back, do the other side, and then since the new fluid will be all the way to the rear, I'll just have to drain it from there to there, and I think it all goes to here. So I think, yeah, that's I think for the ABS. Still got a lot of things to do today. Hopefully the clutch will come in. It was here yesterday, but the fucking gate, we have the German Shepherds and we have the gate closed and they didn't drop it off. They needed a signature, so hopefully they drop it off today. We're still waiting for the damn oil pan. Look at that lip though, man, it looks good. It looks really good. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and install that pillar. Go bring in my tools and everything that I need to get this mounted. I already have some vice grip pliers there to kind of hold the door open for me. I have some retainer clips because this shit's always flimsy from me pulling it off so many times because I replaced this, and anyways, I have a lot of things to do, so let's not waste any time. Alright, I went ahead and fixed the door nice and solid now. There's some of the old ones and I replaced it with new ones. I have these panels already off. That way I could just run the wires. And we got to set up this little bridge here in between these two. And from that one is going to bridge to this. Then we got to run this wire, because that's where our oxygen sensor is going to connect to our exhaust. So we have to pass that underneath the car, or through the carpet, or underneath the carpet through the car. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Don't mind all the wiring mess. Yeah. Alright, and there it is. It looks super nice and fresh. Sweet. There it is. Check that out. Looks pretty good, I think. Yeah. Well, now here comes the wiring. Yikes. Alright, I had to undo my center console. That's where we're going to pass the oxygen sensor. This is the second oxygen sensor connection, as a matter of fact. Here's the bottom of the sensor, and it just goes underneath. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass it through there, then plug that one back up with that original one, and we'll do the wiring, hook it up to that. Alright, now we're going to go underneath the car, just pass the oxygen sensor through. There it is. Alright, and there it is. Now what I'm simply going to do is pretty much give it the same length as this one here. Put it there, there. I'm going to push that in. Put this cap back on. And I'm probably going to have to make a little slit through that so it could clip on there correctly. Damn, my car's seen better days. Hella. Boy, those spiders gonna get a surprise for their life when they start to sucker up and rip it on the road. They're not gonna know what hit them. Alright, and there it is. I put some metal zip ties to hold it into place. Here it is dangling right next to the secondary oxygen sensor. You can tell which one's which. This one is a bit beefier and it doesn't have the cramps like this one here does. And on this one, I went ahead and cut this one here like that. I took a little section off from the top right here. That way this line, I just had it in there, bro. Come on. I'm gonna use both hands real quick. Alright, there it is. And now I'm gonna put it into place. There it is. Nice and perfect. Nice and sealed. Sweet. Perfect length. So what we'll do is with the Honda, we'll turn this one off. And we'll just hang that one just like that. We'll connect this one so we could get our mass airflow readings. And when it's time to smog it, then we'll take this one off, uncoil that one, coil that one right there. Perfect. Maybe even put a zip tie just to be sure. Oh, look at that. Nice. Now we're able to smog it. And vice versa. But for now, when I do put the motor on, come on now, I do want to give it a try. So I'm gonna leave this one here and I'm gonna put this one up here. That way I connect this one and we can see that'll work. Alright, so now let's go back inside and finish up the rest of the wiring. Alright, now we'll plug in our cable to our oxygen sensor here. And I'm probably gonna need both hands, bro. God damn. Alright, there it is. Now this cable plugs in into the little box there, as well as that end and that end right there. So we gotta find a place to route this box where it's accessible, because there's a little reset button right there in case we need to hit that. So let me think about where I'm gonna run this. We have enough cable to pretty much run it wherever we want, except for these up here. We could probably mount it like somewhere right here or something. I don't know. We'll see. I think that's where I'm gonna mount it, because I'll be able to pull this cover off and whoop, hit it right there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna mount it right there. So now I just gotta route my cables all the way to here and then zip tie this to that. All right, there it is. My ground is hooked up. Positive. I just need to hook up. This is mounted. Everything is ran, and everything is in place, and it's accessible for me to click that button. All I have to do is remove this cap. That goes some way like this. Just pop it off, hit that button, and it resets that. Sweet. Now we just gotta run all our wiring for the rest of our gauges. Alright, there it is. I just tapped this in with that fuse plug-in. I'm actually gonna see which one is the radio one, and I'll plug it into the radio one, and that should be active. As soon as I turn the key on for the radio, it should active this. So I think I'm gonna do that. I did also just receive my side badge, and since I have this out, I'm gonna go ahead and stick that right there. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mount that and mount the rest of this stuff here. Put the 2 bolts that go into that, and we gotta run that wire still. Alright, and there it is. It's looking fire. Yeah, sure is. Alright, so now back to the main event. Alright, I had to drill another hole. Well, not another one. I had to drill a hole right through there. You can see the light coming through, so I can run this cable. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to run it through. Alrighty, here it is. Ready to be wired into the motor. Super long. It's okay. We'll just wrap it up. And we'll have it here somewhere tucked, ready to slap on. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and remove those side little fins there. I waited a couple of hours for the sun to go down. The sun was beaming right on top and it was super hot. That's why I have this little canopy out here to kind of help me out. It did a lot with the pillar installation. But now we're gonna go ahead and do these. So let's go ahead and get underneath, and we're gonna remove this easy lip first. Then we'll remove this fender. Alrighty, here's the first panel. That one actually got stuck to it. You can see the brokenness right there. And we'll just set that to the side. And we're gonna go ahead and now take off the other side. Look how different it looks. Crazy, right? Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and remove the other one on the other side. Alright, and there it is. Both sides are off. And the whole reason I'm replacing them is because, like I said, this one's cracked. But when I originally cut this, if you notice, this one's a little too short. So now I'm going to cut these to length. This is the right size. Those two rear panels are the same. This is the only one that I had to cut. So the same thing with this here. These are the back panels. This one here are going to be the ones that we're going to cut. And I'm going to give it a little bit of extra length. That way it's a little bit longer than this one. And we have no issues. Hopefully. No way. This time it actually came prepped. They actually did the line for me. Even though they fucked up a little bit right there. The set, they did the other one too. But look at, it's pretty much the same clearance I was gonna give it, just about an inch more. That's perfect. So all we have to do is just cut here and cut there. Alright, so using the oscillation saw, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. I'm gonna go ahead and just follow the line through and follow this line through. Yeah. Alright, and there they are, nice and cut. There's the old ones. Here's the pieces. And now we're going to mount them up. We'll start off with the passenger side. And then we'll come over to the driver's side and finish this side off. Anybody want some free little side skirts? Alright, passenger side is set. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the driver's side. Alright, and there it is. And I think that's pretty much going to be it for now. It's starting to get dark. The camera's already starting to lose focus. But we got the side skirts done. We have our side pillar on. Yeah. Everything is coming together. Now we're just waiting on the clutch and the damn oil pan. But other than that, the sucker's ready to rock and roll. Anyways, that'll do it for now. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.